My name is Nassim Saps.
It's like you're going through hell, but you're not dead. You're still alive, but you're in hell. Suffering. Endlessly, continually, for however long. Okay? It's hell to not know. It's hell to not be even in control of yourself. It's like you're not even in control of yourself. You're not in control of what you can even remember. You can't even control your memories. Like, you can't even control anything. Like, it's like you can't, it's like you lose all sense of control over your life, over yourself, and it's like you feel like this helpless type of person that's just can't even do anything to help themselves, stuck and trapped. You feel like you're just trapped in this fucking thing where you're trapped in this system of death and destruction and chaos, and it feels unending, but it's not. It's not unending. It could last a long time, but it's not unending. So basically, okay, let's fast forward a little bit. So I come back here to this world, okay? I go through the whole process or whatever, where it's like you go and you have it be where your body is like reversed in its age and all this fucking bullshit, okay? And then years go by, but like you start to notice things that are fucked up and not normal. You start to notice it, and it's not like you try to notice it on purpose. You just do, okay? You just notice it automatically. It's not, you're not going looking for anything. It's just there, okay? It's just there. So you start to notice things. Okay, so what are the things that you start to notice? One of the things you start to notice, especially if you went through any type of, quote unquote, abduction experience, is you start to notice like a lot of supernatural, invisible shit happening. Like all this fucking invisible shit, okay, happening. And it's not making sense. Because you don't have the context. You don't know about Jesus yet. You don't know about God yet. So you can't put it in proper context of the story of what's going on, okay? So in the beginning, it's like all this shit and you don't know what's going on. And you think it's alien. And it seems plausible, right? But that's human wisdom, okay? What human wisdom is what? Folly. So it seems plausible. So you start to go like the alien route. It's like, oh, alien, 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 alien. You go alien all over the place, right? But it's not alien, okay? Because then you dig a little deeper. Let's say you put your pride down. Let's say you put your ego down, right? And you dig a little deeper because you don't care about pride or ego. You just want the truth, for real. You don't care about being right or wrong. You just want to know what's real, okay? You just want to know what's real. What is real? What is true? You don't care about pride, ego, this, that, being right, being wrong, whatever. You just want to know what is real, what is the truth. What is the truth of what's going on? What is the truth of what's happening to me? Okay, let's say you do remember you're kidnapped. Okay, quote unquote alien abduction. What is the truth of it? What is the truth of it? Well, I know what the truth of it was for my personal situation, but basically what the truth of it is in general is those are not alien things. Kidnapping you all over the place, doing bad things to you and other people. That's not what's going on here. What's actually going on is those aliens are actually evil things, okay? They are evil and they are satanic, okay? It is literally satanic. Aliens are literally satanic. I'm telling you right now. All of them are literally satanic. They can pretend to be nice, and they're very good at human psychology and psychological needs of flesh and blood men and women and whatnot. So they can pretend to be nice and friendly and kind, but at the end of the day, you say anything about Jesus, you'll see how nasty they turn on you. You talk about Jesus to any alien, even if they were being nice to you 1 second, they will become really nasty the next second. And why is that? Why would a nice alien that's talking to you, you start talking to them about Jesus, and they turn nasty, or they get all muffled, okay? Their panties get all twisted in a bunch, okay? Why? Well, because those are satanic, evil spiritual beings, and Jesus is God, and that's why. It's literally that. It's literally what that is. That's the main reason. Okay? They'll try and twist it and whatnot, but they know. And the thing is this, once they know that you know that, then the mask of anything nice comes off and it's no longer friendly. It's no longer your friendly neighborhood fairy coming to you in the middle of the night, giving you instructions of how to cast a spell to make your life better. Instead, that fairy is now a devil, because it's always been a devil, trying to ruin your life in a more overt way. It's no longer your friendly neighborhood alien coming to you in the middle of the night and talking to you about life and the universe. That alien is now turned itself into a devil trying to ruin your life, because it was a devil the whole time and it wanted to ruin your life the whole time, but it was just doing it in secret. This is real. But the thing is, though, is that it doesn't happen to enough people. It happens to the minority of people. Okay? Okay, think of it like this. How do devils that people call aliens choose to abduct or kidnap people? Like, how do they choose who to kidnap and who to leave alone and not mess with and bother? Okay, the people that they kidnap, right, have some kind of power, some kind of supernatural ability of the supernatural variety of type of power or ability, okay, that the devils covet, meaning they want for themselves. People having supernatural powers is real. It's not just like in your comic book superhero and it's like, oh, look, they have this superpower, right? Like, that is real stuff. People actually have that. People actually have abilities and powers. Literally, people have that. Okay? Certain people have that. Certain people can do things. Okay, certain people have certain things that they can do that is supernaturally gifted type of skill. That is a literal thing that literally happens as a real life thing. Not comic book bullshit, but actually real shit. And so that is high priority for devils to go after people like that and use them up, abuse them, and then once they are maximum used, then either kill them off or whatever. Slowly have them suffer until they die, have them turn into self-destructive people, whatever. It's real. So healing starts with remembering, but just because you remember everything doesn't mean that you're fully healed, because remembering is just the first part. So healing from mind control starts with remembering something. Okay. And the remembering something acts as a trigger to yourself, acts as a trigger to your mind, telling your mind that something is wrong, and because something is wrong, it needs to be made right. That's the first thing. The second thing is figuring out what exactly needs to be made right. Okay? Where exactly are these memories coming from? Why do you even have them to begin with? When did you get them? Where were you when you... Okay, so all the little details get filled out. Right? And then feeling. As you remember, you feel. It's emotional. Okay, your emotions are 100% engaged during this process. There is no running away from your feelings, because the things that you're going to be remembering are very terrible, horrible things, and you're going to feel things about it because that's how it works. When a terrible, horrible, bad thing happens to you, it generates a certain feeling that you feel it. Okay? And it is intense. It is super intense feeling. It is highly emotionally intense. Okay? You feel it in your whole body. You feel it in your whole, like, it just rocks you. It rocks you to the core of yourself when you remember the really bad stuff. And sometimes it rocks you for a long time. It doesn't just rock you once for a second, half a second, and then, okay, that's it. I got rocked for half a second, and then no. It might rock you for years. It might rock you for tens of years. It might rock you for months. It might rock you for weeks. It might rock you for a month and then stop, and then another month and then stop, and then a couple days and then stop, and then it might stop and go, stop and go. And then dealing with the feeling. How do you deal with the bad feeling? How do you deal with the overwhelming feeling? Right? How do you deal with the overwhelming feeling? Well, this is one way I'm dealing with it. I am making this recording, turning it into a podcast, and then turning it into a video podcast, and then uploading it onto the internet and putting it onto YouTube. That's one way. Expressing. Another way is keeping a journal, keeping a diary, keeping a written account, writing, journaling, looking to the past, remembering, keeping a dream diary, keeping a dream journal, writing down all your dreams. So these are some things. And then what else? To me, I would say above and beyond all those things is reaching out to God by talking to him directly for yourself about it. I would say that's probably the biggest thing. And I know it could feel frustrating because it could feel like pointless to do that. Like, oh, what does praying do? So that is something that a person that doesn't know what prayer does says that, right? Or they'll say it in that tone, be dismissive about it, which is understandable because that person will probably think that God let them down, or God wasn't there, or he was there but he just didn't do anything. And so the person could say, okay, well then I don't want to pray. But the thing is though, God is the one that's responsible for the healing, so it's kind of like you have to talk to him. It's not like an option. Like, it's not like optional. Like, fully being healed does require talking to God. Secular people will deny and say that that is fake. You can heal mind control without having God have anything to do with it. To me, these people that say that are still suffering under some form of mind control to say that. Because that's a mind control thing to say. To say you don't need God, the one that is responsible for all goodness and everything that is good in your life, to say you don't need God to heal from mind control, and mind control coming from evil, satanic things and demon-possessed people, to say you don't need God and people that are worshiping the devil and doing all these terrible bad things, doing all these things to you, and you don't need God. No. To say that, you have to be, this mind control there to say it. Because you need God. The fact is, everyone needs him. But the sad thing is not everyone will get him in that way. Because I would say the main reason is because pride. Okay. See, I don't have a problem with pride, ego, being right, being wrong, because I don't give a shit about any of that. Okay. What do I actually care about at the end of the day is what needs to happen to make things better. That's it. I'm not interested in anything else besides what needs to happen to make things better. How to make things better.